Okay, hello everyone. I'm not sure what that intro was, but welcome back. Last time, I was losing hardcore against an army of Doom Death, and I accidentally started creating militia because I botched my hotkeys and pressed Q instead of W. So, can I take down the Orange Menace with only a few militia and some hussars here and there? Well, last time I was being destroyed by overwhelming odds. As you can see, 2 units are breaking through my house wall, and Orange's army is still outside of my base. Fortunately, however, my mass production macro skills are enough that I've stayed alive, and somehow I am not losing my militia. And these militia aren't half bad, you know? Like, look at this. I mean, sure, their HP is crap and they only have 8 attack, but I mean, they're good meat shields right now. And once I start getting the real units, the halbs out, everything should be well and good. But I'm going up here trying to take out these hand cannons and just keep everyone off my back real quick. Unfortunately, the house wall is about to go down again. And will I make it? Nope. Oh, look at that clutch. Fast wall. Quick wall out the wazoo. But look at this. Steven coming in with the assist. He's got some halbs on the way, because he knows I'm dying right here. But yeah, he's here to help me take out Orange's army. He's still got more in reserve. That's only like half of his force that died down here right now. And it's all very much a shame. As you can see, gold that is pretty much actually mine is being taken by basically everyone else. So rest in peace, money. I'm having a food crisis too, at least in comparison to my wood count. So I think relatively soon I retask some villies. I have some idols right here because I'm going to start building farms with them. It's just I'm not really paying attention to my economy right now, considering I'm dying. But yes, here we go. We got farms going out. And check this out. I didn't point this out last video, but I'm cutting through the trees to get into Steven's base, so that way we can start trading, because, as we know, it's a bit dangerous to go out here, especially when there was a couple of guys destroying my house wall. And considering Teal is basically right there, trade carts allow them to get into my base way too easily, and then I could lose my economy at the front once again, and that would not be ideal. That would be terrible, okay? Especially because that puts me at risk of losing this castle, and if I lose this castle, if the AI is smart enough, that can actually come through here too, and that would be complete garbage. So, what I'm doing right here is just cutting through the trees. We're gonna make it to Steven's base, and trade will be able to resume, and it will be safe because there's gonna be a forest path, and so long as the gates are locked, everything should be fine. Although I am not paying attention to the onagers at the moment, once again because murder is happening. What the hell? Whoa. This was happening last night when I was playing. But like the box you drag around stuff, it's like permanently etched into the landscape. Whoa. Ghosts. But here we are, trying to attack Teal once again. I've gotten into his base before. I've screwed up his economy very so slightly. I've managed to do some damage to his town center, but this castle right here is guarding everything. And once that goes down, he's basically screwed right there. But the problem is that we have to go through his army first. And man, has he got quite the army. He's putting up a nice defense right here. He has like this bottleneck, and he has scorpions guarding the bottleneck. So any unit who goes through here, any group of units that tries to go through here, is going to get that collateral damage from every scorpion. And that's just kind of a risk we're going to have to take right here, but it's a risk nonetheless. So here we are. And he's kind of holding this off 300 style. He's only got a few halbs and champions right here guarding his base, but he's managing to hold everyone off. Once again, the support from the scorpions as well. And that's just a shame. I have a couple of hussars right here helping Steven out, trying to defend his base against Gray, because Gray is still being a cunt. He has quite a few scorpions, at least in the makes. Actually, I can't even say that for sure. Here, let's take a look at him. Alright, so he's making like one scorpion. He's trying to recover his numbers. He's still got a few scorpions, but he doesn't have the critical mass that he once did. So he's kind of out for this moment. He's no longer a threat, really. But once again, more mindless combat right there. Look at this. Look at this traffic jam. I don't even want to call this a traffic jam. It's not even traffic. It's not even a jam either. It's literally just fucking bullshit. So rest in peace, trade line between every player in the fucking game, okay? And rest in peace, Purple's army. Like, what if Purple wants to send his units out to help out Teal? Because Teal, he can't hold out forever. I mean, my unit spam is off the charts right now. I'm getting armies like every 4 seconds, you know? And it's only a matter of time before this 300 like thing budgets. Sure, I'm gonna lose a lot of guys. I'm gonna be like the Persians in 300, right? I'm gonna lose like 10,000 guys, but I'm gonna break through eventually, and that's all that matters, you know? Well, I mean, that's not all that matters when units aren't expendable like they are in Age of Empires 2, but that's why the Persians have it worse than I did. But look at this. Just every like 5 minutes, or not every 5 minutes, but like every like minute or so, I just come with like a new batch of units ready to break through right here. Destroyed the house, that should ease up the bottleneck right there. And I have skirmishers raining death on anything that's ranged out here. So Teal is in dire straits right now. Well, he's not quite in dire straits yet. But look at this. This is some classic moderate AI issues right here. He's garrisoned all of his units because his base is being attacked. And his buildings are getting damaged in some way. I have some hussars right here. I was kind of thinking maybe I could scout around with them, do some like damage inside other people's bases, but that's actually not a great idea considering Orange has his entire army right here. And it looks like he's mobilizing once again, ever so slightly. One step at a time, guys. One step at a time. But oh, excuse me, need water. But yellow and green right here. Also, I can't get into their base because they're just about to go and flood Steven. Nothing particularly interesting there though. He's got castles holding out against the destruction, and they're fully ranged, of course, and full attack. So not too shabby, not too shabby. Nothing particularly bad there. The real focal point right now is me and Teal's base, because so far no one has broken into anybody else's base except for mine. I guess I went in Teal's for a moment, you know, back in the early game when I had Boyars. Well, not really the early game, technically the mid game, but in terms of time, still the early game. Back when I had Boyars. I went in here and I harassed his economy a little bit, but nothing particularly bad happened. I didn't destroy anything. The last time there was an attack like this happening in someone's base was when Teal broke into my base, destroyed my town center, and almost took down my castle. So this is some big news right here. Plus, I'm taking out some houses here and there, so it's possible that our buddy Theodoric is. Ah, yes. Look, he is actually pretty low on population. He only has 67 pop, which is actually kind of surprising. I mean, his base looks like it has a lot more, but it really doesn't when you think about it. I mean, he's got a lot of buildings, and his defense is still pretty nice, especially because he has this castle right here. But really, he doesn't have a lot of units. He has a few villagers here and there, but his whole army is gone right now. And he is spamming some units, so he's going up in population just a bit. But it's nothing that can stop me, because my entire army is in his base. So he's getting jacked up. He is definitely getting jacked up. Meanwhile, let's actually look at someone else. Oh yeah, Shah Rukh, he is almost full population. Brood. He's kind of been getting shit on a little bit, especially... Well, right here, look at this. Steven pushing out with the halberdiers, and he's going to go into Gray's base, I believe, and screw his stuff up. But yes, everyone who is relatively unscathed, or completely unscathed, that is, has a super high population. So here we have Shah Rukh with max population, Orkhan with max population once again. I bet Basil the Macedonian. Oh no, he actually doesn't have that much of he doesn't have that much population. He's got a decent sized army, but his economy seems to actually be pretty lacking. Okay. I'm sure Green's population is not too great. Yeah, he only has 76. Alright, so that makes sense. However, look at this. I am mobilizing my guys at the wrong time, because still coming forward is Orange. Oh my god. Oh my god, the Persian horde. Here it comes. In here to try and defend his boy Teal. And this is why Teal is going to live for a good portion of the rest of the game. And it's just because Orange is here. He's got the men, and he's here to stay. Like, sure, I can do some damage, but I'm not actually gonna completely destroy Theodoric's base for some time. I think this town center does actually, in fact, go down before anything particularly destructive comes here. But no, I can't destroy all of his production buildings back here, and it's some time before I'm actually able to push into Purple's base. Still constructing my army, of course, for whoever decides to come through my front line. Yeah. Steven lost his army again, though. Once again to the Scorpions, likely. He still has more guys, but, oh wait, no, hey look. I believe, in fact, that this is his army. Yeah, no, his army lived, I think. Alright. So, he managed to just, pull back without losing too much. But once this, attack from Gray is thwarted, then Steven can just go in here and destroy everything. And that is all well and good. But Basil the Macedonian coming through with more cataphracts and more skirmishers. That's basically been his entire army comp for the whole game. He hasn't actually changed up much. I mean, granted, Orange hasn't changed his army comp much, but that's because he has a really good army comp. Like, he's got a lot of really nice counters right here, and he's got a lot of siege too. So that's that. Purple's army comp has been basically the same the whole game, although it appears he has stopped making hand cannoneers and what are they called? Janissaries, and has started making just camels and light cavalry. Alright, yeah, so here I am taking over Teal's base. Once again, can't really destroy anything. This castle actually doesn't go down for some time, I believe, if I remember correctly. We're gonna speed up the game. Oh my god, it's lagging so bad. Oh, do we have to watch on normal speed? Guess we're gonna have to watch on normal speed. Just to see what happens. Okay. Anyways, yes, so here we have Stephen's base getting attacked once again. Lots and lots of rams, of course, and lots of skirms still. I understand why the AI is still persisting with the rams, but the problem is that the rams can't reach the castles still. So Stephen is going to be safe for some time, and his halberdier spam is off the charts. So that's that. Look at this though. Trade is finally possible between the two of us. And that is freaking awesome. Because now we can actually get gold. Maybe not a lot of gold, but we can still get gold, so we can like buy stuff at the market still. And at least be able to, you know, protect our interests economically. Especially considering, once again, my economy is a little unbalanced. I have a little bit more food than wood, and that's just a problem. The problem is, though, is like that if I move all of my food guys to wood, then I'll start getting too much wood, and hussars actually take a lot of food. 80 food each, to be exact, and that's not exactly inexpensive for a trash unit. So, oh well. Alright, so my armies are once again regrouping. Oh hey, look at this. Finally, we're starting to take down the castle. But unfortunately, the Fire Nation decides to attack. And through a city of burning houses comes the camel horde with Teal's one cavalier in here. Alright. Thankfully, though, I am bringing in reinforcements, and halberdiers have no problem taking down camels, so everything should be well and good. I'll be able to put up some defense, but my success in taking out Teal's base is going to be thwarted. Here's some remaining militia, probably once again from a hotkey mishap. But I'm finally starting to get housed in a 300 pop game. I've been losing units as they come out, basically. So I haven't heard the housed sound for, well, at least like since the beginning of the game when I actually got housed on accident. So it's welcoming to hear that my army is large enough that I no longer have room to make more army. But here comes the flood, everyone going into Teal's base. Meanwhile, Stephen is protecting his base still. I have a couple of hussars right here. I think they chased Gray back. I think I was just helping Stephen out right here, defend against the siege and whatnot. But yeah, Gray's base is actually not too great. I mean, he has like some trash defending his base, but he doesn't have the powerful scorpions that he used to. He's no longer the siege civilization he was meant to be. He is now kind of weak, at least in comparison to what he might have, might have had. And he still only has pikemen, which is a shame because he can actually get halbs. And I don't understand why he's not getting more trash, because he has a woodcutting bonus as Celts. Then again, his economy is basically shite, so oh well. Market and cast coming up. Okay, that's cool. Nice economy there. He's getting that market. He's obviously gonna get buff. Alright. So, more unit spam. Nothing out of the ordinary. But Orange decides to come around here and go to the front of my base, which is kind of bad because that means I can't stay in Teal's base anymore. Thankfully, though, it's reached a point where Teal is actually not a problem. His population is so low that's going to take him a while to recover, and even then, it's not going to be easy to recover. At least he won't be able to reach his military strength that he once had. And, oh my god, I don't want to lose this archery range right here. And I almost do. I almost do. I think I lose it later on, but, see, part of the problem is that I don't want to have to send units outside of my base, because then the trade carts realize, oh hey, look, the gate's unlocked. We can go through it now, and that's not good. I don't want the trade carts to be out here in the open, because trade carts, of course, cost gold. It's kind of weird that you need gold to get gold, but trade carts out here in the open, no good, no good. And once again, we find ourselves back at square one, defending against Orange again. And a siege ram coming in. Can't protect my archery range from that. Look at this, camels coming in, and this is how I lost my villagers. I actually didn't know how I lost my villagers back here until they were already long gone. But it turns out it's the camels from Purple. At least they killed 2 of them. And here comes the siege. And it looks like all of my production buildings are about to be sent to oblivion. And unfortunately, Steven is not equipped for an engagement with skirmishers right here. Skirmishers taken out his halbs, but these halbs are actually coming to help me out. Thank God. Thanks, Steven. But these halbs right here are probably going to die, especially just because of the amount of skirmishers. But Steven has trebuchets out now too, and he's probably going to take the fight to Grey sometime soon. Unfortunately, Teal can now recover to some extent. Sure, like, he doesn't have any villagers really, he has like 10 right there. But like, that's still enough to create more villagers, you know? And guess who's broken into my base? Everyone and their mother. And here I have to take out a bunch of scum that managed to get in here, and unfortunately the trade carts are like, hey, bro, I want to leave. But I don't want them to leave because fucking they'll die, and then I lose gold because 1, I can't get gold, and 2, because they cost gold. I already talked about this. You gotta spend gold to get gold. My economy is actually relatively balanced for once. Probably, maybe it's because no Hussar spam, or the Hussar spam is not as egregious. Oh, just kidding, never mind. I dropped down 2,000 food, so yes, okay, it is Hussar spam causing everything to happen. And here are my new production buildings that I'm going to build. Just so that way I can get a massive army a lot faster. It's much more preferable to have a fast arriving army than a a small arriving army. Well, I mean, yeah, okay, you know what I mean. I just want to get more units faster, okay? I'm accidentally turning into, like, everyday philosophy or something, okay? I don't even know what's happening anymore. Need a sip. You know, I need a drink when my voice starts turning into, like, the most gravelly piece of shit that's ever existed. Like, I was oh, shit. Oh, they break in again. Okay. Unexpected right there. Oh, just kidding. They ignore it, though. Alright. Bringing out some of my farmers right here, and just gonna build this palisade wall so that way the trade doesn't leave again. And if I move these guys forward, that should secure me enough time, or at least enough safety, to start building these buildings right here. Although I'm not paying attention to the villagers right now. Partially because my base is, you know, about to, you know, die. At least if they get in. And look at this. See, this is why I don't want the trade carts leaving. Because look, they'll just die. And look. Now, everyone's deciding to go into my base right now. And that's not good. Can't have that for business. So, I decided to bring everyone around here and try and defend my base from the war machine. And this is what I can see, by the way. I see that ram right there. I don't know if I do anything about that for some time, though. Alright. Steven, yeah, taking the fight to Gray right here. Got a few guys defending his trebs while he takes down these castles. And that's that. Alright, finally. Buildings are going up. And my army of death will once again rule the world. Shoot. I don't even know if there's a tile space between that. Okay, no, never mind, there isn't. Alright. It kind of looks like this trade cart came in through here, and I was like, but why? And here I have to make more villagers because of the tragic loss of the first part of my economy. My base is still doing just fine, though. Trade is doing well. I think I could use more carts, though. Oh, yep, more carts are on the way. Alright, sweet. I was paying attention to my cart production because a lot of them are just dying because they're leaving the base. And that's not ideal. Really isn't ideal. Well, here we go. Starting to gather my forces once again, and we're taking the fight back to Teal. Teal hasn't attacked me, so there's actually not like a fight to take back to him. But, like, I mean, there's still a fight to take to him. Not back to him, of course, but, okay, you know, once again with the everyday philosophy, I'm sorry, guys. But yes, bringing out the army, and defense against purple right there. Once I get in through here, everything is fine. Oh, just kidding. The first sights of orange have been seen right here. And so now he's probably going to mobilize his army into my base because I'm attacking his soldiers. Or not. Yeah, he's just going to stand there. Oh, no, never mind, he's moving forward. Alright. It's only a matter of time before this castle goes down. And once that goes down, and once Teal's military is gone, he is basically done. No amount of defense from any other civ can really save him from that. Because I'm sure he's out of stone right now, too. Yeah, he doesn't have enough to build another castle. He doesn't even have enough to build another town center. So, basically he's screwed once he loses that castle, at least in terms of defense. I mean, he's got a few military units here and there, but nothing particularly great to defend with. And Mortal Kombat happening right there. Steven's still taking out Gray's base. I have some Hussars in here with his. And at this point, Gray is no longer a threat, really. He's not an attacking threat, at least. Same with Teal. Teal is not an attacking threat. Teal is a threat still, because he has units in his base that, you know, can fight my units. But he's not, like, a threat that will definitely attack at this point. Once again, another ram trying to take out my, my freaking buildings. Oh god, I don't actually know if I lose this archery range. I think I do. Yep, there we go. Yeah. Okay, I remember that actually vividly happening. Like, I remember exactly this happening. Okay. But yeah. So, some more mindless defense. Trying to take over Teal's base once again. See, and the thing is, like, at this point I was kind of thinking we really just have to take someone's base. Because, like, our wood is not infinite. See, I've already cut to the back of the map, and you can see from the leaves right here, this is everything I've cut. Like, from here to here has just been getting cut down. So I'm aware that our wood is finite. I mean, it's gonna be a long time before we gather all of it, but I'm fully expecting this game to go on forever. Because, look at this, we have made basically zero headway. Like, we've taken the fight to them a couple of times. Gray is no longer a threat whatsoever. His entire military is gone. His base is getting absolutely destroyed. And that is that. But meanwhile, everyone else, especially their top players, are absolutely relentless with their attacking, and it's basically just a giant hold at this point. It's a right here. It's basically a stalemate between Purple and I over Teal's base. Teal's base, I don't know if it should be even called Teal's base anymore. It's really kind of just a battle zone at this point. Although Teal, he has quite the military now. I mean, it's not a great military. It's not particularly large, but he can put up a fight in his base still. And now Purple's main force in here is gone. And look, the traffic jam has been slightly alleviated. Well, I mean, at least no more camels. But yeah. And here's Teal trying to defend what little he has left. Nothing my trash army can't take down, but nonetheless, it's still there. It's actually getting pretty dark in my room, so let me turn on the light. Alright. So. Yeah. Surprisingly, little unit spam right now. Okay. I should probably get back on top of that soon, because this army is probably going to die. Once again, I bumped my mouse. I did that last episode. Okay. I don't know who has cannons in the mix. I'm guessing it's Purple. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, here he is. He's got a cannon right there. Rest in peace, cannon. He had a Nick cannon. Alright. Oh yeah, my gate is unlocked. That's a shame. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point, because neither of us are being attacked anymore. It's really kind of just fighting on the front lines. Although Orange is still attacking me on occasion. Getting some more unit spam. And, slowly, Teal's base falls into my grip. Oh, and his castle is almost finally down. Here we go. It's the home stretch. It's the last bit of HP on the castle. And what's gonna happen? Oh man, is it gonna live? It's probably gonna live. I don't know when I destroy it though. I know it's soon. Anyways, I don't know why Teal's putting down a market here. It's just an AI thing. But look, Byzantines are looking for vengeance, shopping for blood, if you will. And they're heading over to Stephen's base. Ooh, man. Oh yeah. Okay, no, I know about this. So okay. Yeah, I go over and help him out. All right. Sweet. That's all well and good. Once again, Purple trying to help Teal out with the defense of his base, because of course Purple is the pocket player that's in charge of defending Teal. Orange is kind of just defending everyone, and so is Yellow. Green is supposed to help out Gray, but damn fine job he did there. Then again, it's because Green's score is also garbage too, so yeah. Alright. Oh my goodness, look at this carnage. It's just a never-ending stream of soldiers into basically every volatile zone on the map. Like, everybody everywhere is, you know, attacking stuff. I'm sending my army over into Teal's base. Yellow's sending his army to Stephen's base. Orange is actually surprisingly lax for once, I say as he moves forward. Alright. Okay. Is this it? Will his fucking castle finally go down? Hopefully. That's all I have to say. I have a surprising amount of hussars right here, which is kind of sad because Yellow is bringing in a lot of halbs, and I'm going to lose these hussars if they stay there. Although I guess I don't really care about them, because they're trash and basically infinite. So long as my resources are infinite, the hussars are infinite. Oh, just kidding, the AI is not smart enough to fight with the halberdiers, so they're actually just dying before anything happens to them. That's cool, okay. And here it goes. Boom. Rest in peace, castle. And this is the beginning of the end for Teal. I've almost exhausted my water supply, and there's still 20 minutes in game time of this video left. I'm trying to cut every hour, actually, so that way I can make a pretty simple 3-part thing. Alright. Right here, it's just kind of pushing Yellow off. Nothing happens to Yellow for a while, actually. Oh man, that sound was very attractive. Trying to fill my production queues. Just get some more army out here. Teal can't live forever, of course, but unfortunately, Orange is back with a vengeance for the 3rd time. I'm gonna guarantee that actually, like, most of these guys are from his original army. They're just the ones that he hasn't sent out. Because he had a massive army, and he was only sending out like chunks of his army. So like, I think that this is like, there's like a chunk of his original army here, but he's added other units to it. So I don't know. But here we go. Another fight with our good friend Shahrukh. Or Shahrukh. I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh man. Oh, but look, Steven coming to help me out. He has a massive army, actually, and I think... Oh yeah, this is the part where he's going to attack Green. Green's base is actually surprisingly well defended, for basically having no population and no army. He just has castles in really nice places, like guarding this choke point right here. And he has 2 castles right here guarding this town center, so you can't send in an army without trebuchets, expecting his base to just fall into your hands. Teal still in the game, surprisingly at the top of his team, right up there with our boy the Shah, and I think that's just because of his kill score, like the amount of units he's killed, and or lost, and yeah. In hindsight, with this much trade carts right here, I probably should have just opened this gate and let trade resume the normal way. But, oh well. Doesn't really matter. I'm not using gold units in the first place. Plus, I still have the 2 relics from the early game. But here we go. Steven and I about to take out Green. And what's this? Oh, it's a last reminder of Gray's existence. Gray is basically absolutely dead at this point. But the problem is that he's still in the game somehow. And it's actually because of fringe buildings everywhere. And the occasional trade cart here. But look, this is like his last villager. Well, actually, let me see. Alright. Oh yeah. Most of his population is like right here. And it's all in the form of trade carts and 2 guy villagers. But here he builds a monastery and attempts to rebuild in the back of Purple's base. Something I would do. But here we go. The invasion on Purple. The invasion on Green begins. And the first soldiers make it to the base. Unfortunately, however, I'm still being attacked by Orange. And Teal wants to exact his revenge. Kinda. Well, nope, he's sending out a steady stream of guys. Oh well. But yes, everything is happening all at once. We're finally starting to turn the tides of this never-ending war. I mean, like we're losing on the front line right here. Kinda. Not a lot though. It's not like they're in my base yet, of course. But Steven's unscathed right now, and we are now inside of Green's base. Orange is the main problem right now, though. Orange has a pretty much infinite army of just paladins and halberdiers and hand cannons, and I don't understand how he still has all this gold, despite there being a traffic jam basically in his base. Let's take a look at him. Oh, he only has 99 gold. I mean, I don't understand how he's training units still. That's what leads me to believe that everything here is part of his like original army, but it's like augmented with more soldiers. Alright. But here we go. Green and yellow teaming up to try and defend Green's base. And not doing too well over here. Steven trebbing down this this castle right here. Still a couple more inside though that have to be taken out. And unfortunately, Cataphract's on the way here, and camels, taking out everything. My unit spam is collecting into a gigantic army, and Teal will finally be destroyed. New era of peace will be, you know, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. A new era of peace will be, you know, entered, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure how to describe this, but oh well. Here we go. Still haven't made it past this first town center right here, and yeah, just taking out castles really. Still in a perpetual state of war right here. Everything is going down. Alright. He does have this one scorpion, but one scorpion is not very scary. 10 scorpions is scary to a trash army, but not just one measly scorpion. And just gonna hold him there, and I believe I send everyone in here relatively soon. Perhaps not until next episode though. But what is this? What is this right here? Orange coming in to defend green's base as well. Orange, yellow, and green all trying to defend this one location. And how well will this end? 2 against 3, and right here it's basically just chaos. Like, I'm not joking. It's like war never ends right here. War never ends. Never changes is what it does though. But look at this, kind of a ballsy move right here by Steven, because he's going into some cataphracts and a bunch of halberdiers, and he's getting stuck on the castles, and he's being bottlenecked by this trade line, and he's gonna lose his army right there. And how's this going to end? Oh man. Good chunk of hussars are gone. On the flip side, however, I am finally breaking into the exterior of Teal's base, destroying his town centers and archery ranges and barracks that are all outside of his base. And then I think I go in and destroy his houses to ensure that he cannot have the room to create anything. Oh man. Yellow bringing the game back right here. I am not sure where my army is. I'm sure they are dead. Oh yes, here. The last 2. Oh, wait, the last guy. Save us. Oh, no. Oh god. Rest in peace. Oh god. No. Jingo. Rip Jingo. Alright, so yes, Jingo is now dead. And what is happening here? My goodness, it appears to be Steven losing the front line right there. These trebs are dead. My reinforcements are on the way, but they're not going to make it in time. And yeah. Look at this. Green still having the stone to rebuild town centers. Managed to get some good damage on the castle there, but Green lives to fight another day. Meanwhile, I am taking out Teal, and I think this is actually a great place to end the video, considering it's almost at the 3-hour mark, which is where I was going to end anyways. But yeah, so Green and yellow managed to fight off Steven's army and completely destroy mine as well. Yellow, orange, and purple still untouched, and we are 3 hours into the game. Teal is still alive 3 hours into the game, Granted, he's about to die soon anyways, but thousands dead for, thousands dead right now, and, yeah, it's a lot of sacrifice. It's a lot of sacrifice. So, what's going to happen next time? How will we be able to push back these gigantic armies of cataphracts and paladins, fucking siege and all of that? How does everyone fall in the last like 40 minutes of real time that this game was played in? How does that happen? And that's the question that I leave to you. Until next time, viewer. But yes, rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in part 3 of this gigantic game of 2v6 awesomeness. And yeah, so bye.